our main clients are actually in Japan, strangely. It is, and then these, well, the Chinese manufacturer, they cut us out. They decided to copy it wholesale and directly go to the Japanese market. And then, yeah, you only get into, well, legal issues.
Yeah, go sue the Chinese.
Right.
That's the
But
problem.
it was, yeah, there have been interesting ups and downs.
Yeah, right. Well, at least you have a good attitude. Yeah, and who would ever know sometimes, who would ever know with everybody in the world having phones that you need a separate device just for translating, but...
Do you have real-time API? Do you have real-time API?
For
what?
You mean for the recognition in the in Wikibot, you mean?
Yeah. For example, when we are doing a caller AI, we connect with the real-time API
Of the voice, though.
with the Twilio. We get a number with the webhooks that can talk directly between the callers and the AI, and it needs to have real-time API so the conversation can sound normal.
Right. Well, that is from OpenAI, or is it the Google one?
We are using different ones. We are using VAPI. VAPI is a voice API. VAPI AI and several other developers, including also Twilio and
Vonage.
what? Vonage.
They basically take phone numbers, and especially in the United States, they take phone numbers where they basically provision those numbers to accept LLMs.
So you can call 800 ChatGPT. We also give them
in the United States.
We also give them a vanity number, and we started by reverse engineering algorithm, like predicting the stock market, and now we are reverse engineering the Google and the YouTube algorithm to make ourselves #1 worldwide. So we do it as an exercise for the students, and each student has to make a website and so on. And we wanted to give them an assignment to use your app and give you feedback about it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure where they would use it.
And then one similar, the variant that I did was basically WhatsApp based. So you send. I mean, again, I'm only focusing on the blind.
Right.
So they love the fact that they can, when they receive a WhatsApp photo from the family or whatever, or a video, they can then forward that photo or video to the WhatsApp number, the Wikibot WhatsApp number, and then they get a spoken message back on what is in that photo or in
the description. So you're he's using the phone for the WhatsApp. So basically the phone then sends it back and forth, right, to your WhatsApp. So it's their number.
WhatsApp is not so popular in the United States, but in Europe and
I know, but
actually in the rest
right. The rest of the world, WhatsApp is it. Yeah,
it's very big.
Yeah, it's very big because of that. Yeah, it is popular here, but nothing like the rest of the world. WhatsApp, the whole world. They have also all the channels and all their work, and also all their family does everything through WhatsApp. My entire European family all use WhatsApp.
Have you worked with any university in the world?
Doing any?
No, not directly. I mean, when I in the past, but not now.
Not now. So, what's your biggest challenge
going forward?
The biggest challenge is finding the right audience. I mean, everybody who uses Wikibot loves it. All these blind users, I mean, I've never had an app where, for instance, if you look at the European and American users, 1 out of 3 users of Wikibot who gets the free version then upgrades to the pro version. 1 out of 3, which is
that's amazing. It is who has such a big upgrade to 1 out of 3 basically paying. Everybody kind of stays on the free version. They said that's enough.
This is why we think it is absolutely fantastic, and it will be a huge service to the public to know about it.
I also think for security that if you could set it up, you know, let's say where we were in the background and this was, you know, this is the background that just is at the university. We're not at the university, but if somebody was roaming around there, rather than just looking, but if they would just say, hey, there shouldn't be anybody here on campus or something, there's somebody roaming around, he's wearing a black shirt, you know, he has brown hair, he has, you know, he's carrying a backpack.
And, you know, and just for exception, it wouldn't strain the server because 99.999, nothing happens.
You know, it's just like the exception, not to repeat it all the time, not to be constant, but just when there's an exception, you know, setting up exception rules, you know, between 12 midnight and 7 a.m. there shouldn't be anybody in the building, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, I do believe there is a lot of potential in video analysis.
Yeah, I do, yeah. And in searching, right? Basically when you think about it, that's what everybody's working on too, is video analysis. Think about it.
Like what happened in Gaza, when all of a sudden 5,000 terrorists came through the fence, broke the fence and came through, and it took them 12 hours to respond.
But yeah, there are lots of opportunities. But my main focus is still on well, I want to stick to.
Yeah, you want to stick to what you know and get that done rather than
you want to
focus.
You want to focus on the target.
Focus on the target, and also, you know, your target really, it's useful for your target, and they convert at such a high rate. If you can get more people that know about it, then you'll do well.
Right. The only thing is that like I said, there may be a lot of blind people in the world, but there are not so many. Yeah, what my colleagues in BMI said, there are not so many connected blind. There are actually a lot of blind people are very isolated.
Yeah, they're not even using. I was telling you that these two guys on the train, that's what was their job. They were training them on, and they knew all the technologies. You know what I mean? I guess they were on. Just by them traveling, that's how you meet them. They're ready.
The fact that they had the meta glasses.
Yeah, and not even that. And he knew about and he tried out OrCam too. He tried out a number of different technologies.
They have a department for technology, specifically technology for the blind, in the lighthouse in Miami.
To teach them. Maybe we can do something like that. Do like a seminar with them coming in or something. You know.
Right. Yeah, and yes, all the numbers are a lot smaller, and it's very, very much focused. But I know that for the blind people love it. Even today, I had one of actually it's almost my neighbor here, and I took him to the office, and he is completely blind, and he was giving this feedback of like no this. There are some small things like you don't even realize, like like say you have the camera button. You switch between the front-facing and the rear-facing camera, and then he said you call that button, it speaks it out, so it says switch camera. Yeah, but I don't know whether the camera is now front-facing or rear-facing. So you have to make it so that right now it speaks rear-facing camera, and then I change it and it says front-facing camera.
We take it for right. We take it for granted. We glance down. We know that it's switched. But how would they know?
This is why conversational AI will be very useful, where he can talk to his phone and tell the phone to switch cameras.
Or even ask, which camera am I using?
I completely agree. That is
even not switch, but which side am I using?
Now it is more and more developing of how to control the phone. Look, of course, with Wikibot, we build in things like you can speak with Siri and it will control Wikibot and it will do these things, but it is limited. I mean, it's all voice control. That is
no, it has to be voice control. Later.
Your voice application and PixieBot are very complementary.
What voice application?
The voice recorder and the voice interpretation. If you can edit to
in a way, I've always been working with recognition, whether maybe voice recognition or video recognition or text recognition or anything. And yeah, and in this case, it's come down to the blind. It was mainly because about 12 years ago, I made an app talking goggles. I used the Google Vision API at that time. It was very groundbreaking at that time, and then people were coming like, oh, I can see what is in my fridge. I can control my washing machine, and it's all from your app. And it was such it's just such an amazing feeling also to get such positive feedback and to know that you are making a difference.
It's valuable rather than just an entertainment game, that you're really enhancing people's lives to be more connected to the world. That's it. Because
I also made a game in between, but you're right. At some point it's like.
It's good, but I can see it because it is really easy if you're, even if you were deaf, the idea that you can have your eyesight. We take advantage that you can see around you, you know what I mean? That it's so important, and we take it for granted. And now more and more, where people are losing, you can see that disconnection. Why it's hard to even get
for the deaf, it's a whole different thing, because actually we make software for these glasses, for the smart glasses, for the Vuzix smart glasses.
Oh, you use Vuzix?
It's easy access because you can use Android on them, and then it was like you get basically subtitles of what is going on around you. For the deaf, that was very
useful.
We met them in Las Vegas.
We saw
the Consumer Electronics Show. They had the booth, and we were talking to them.
And they had translators too, where
in real time.
One person would be speaking English, and then it would speak, and you could see French on your glasses, in real-time translation.
We won the Vuzix prize, the developer prize, a few years ago.
Oh wow!
Like $50,000 prize. It was all for these type of applications.
Yeah. So for the So you're doing anything with Vuzix for the blind or no?
Let me show you.
No. We can run Piggyback on the Vuzix glasses as well. The problem with the Vuzix